We are working on the house cable. So, and it has this little cutout of the top of a house. And the thing looks like a piece of paper. Now, this is like almost 30 feet across. So this is really big. This rendering right now is in 3/8 inch scale, which means 3/8 of an inch equals 1 foot. So the carpenters over at the shop, they've built frames to put this on. But because it's so big, the frames are in sections. So we're making fabric that's painted like the paper here to cover each of the sections. And then they will bolt all those frames together and it will look like one piece. I hope that makes sense. So what we have out here are all the different pieces of fabric for covering the individual frames. And some of these pieces will get cut in half because there's 3 frames up here, 2 here, and then 2 little pieces down here. So right now, Peter Baker, my assistant, and my intern, Joe Johnson, they are going to start basing one of the fabrics in because we've measured out and we've added extra fabric for stretching around the frames. And we've sized it already with starch to tighten up the fabric and to make the fabric a better painting surface. And we have drop lifters in there so that we can put air underneath so we don't glue it to the floor with the paint and the starch. The first step is to base it in. Basing in is you put that first coat of paint down, that's like the background color for everything. And then all the detail goes on top of that. We get the designs and the renderings from the designer. And then he will also send us some line drawings and draftings that the technical director and the assistant technical director and the draftsman work from. And then they will give us build draftings. This is our next project, which are the slider walls. And you can see they're notebook paper too. And they'll even have the punch-out holes. But the guys are building frames for these that show where the punch-out holes are. And then we get a drafting that helps us plan out how to paint it. We know we have to have a finished piece that the nice painted part has to be 7 foot 6 inches. And then we have to add extra fabric so that the guys have something to pull around the frame. Doesn't look like it's going to be one piece, but in the end it will look like it's one piece. And we've managed to hide the seams where there are painted lines. Can't always do that, but this one works out that we can hide where the pieces come together.